Alright, we are back for another league race. This time we're with DNS, and this time we're in China. And after the escapades in Melbourne, Australia, the first thing I think everyone did was check the weather to see how the conditions were set for this race. It was going to be a dry sessions for both, and we go on to our quali lap. We're actually going to stay on board for this one because I wanted to see how the soft tyres would work. If I could see what kind of time I could do on the soft. So we're going to stay on board for this lap. Take it nice and tight into this first turn. Stick as tight as you can. Stick as tight as you can to this one as well. Easy on the throttle, and just give the boots heading up to this end of the first sector. I like to take this in second, but I'm sure you can get plenty of purchase in third if you need to. But I want the extra turn in just because I was on the harder compound. Sweep through here. Keep as tight as you can to this left-hander. And I like to go down to fifth, sometimes four if I need to, but you can see I actually switch between the two. Wide entry, late apex onto this one. Clip this curb. That section can be a little tricky if you get the entry wrong. This one, third gear, try and hit the apex. I probably could take a bit more of that. And I found easing my way into the throttle on this, because I hate this corner, I really do, but I found easing the throttle a little bit and then just giving it the boots helped a lot. So you can see it's been a decent lap so far. I have to say, when I was doing this, I was very happy with it up to this point, but of course the lap is not done. It's hit down to second for this one. I might have actually gone to first accidentally. No, I didn't. This last corner can be an absolute knob because if you run wide, you're getting a penalty and you're getting a invalidated lap. So anyways, I nailed that decently enough and come across the line to do a 33.3 on the softs, which was, I thought, really good. The delta for super softs is 0.6 faster, so because of the 32s. And I do try for a super soft run just to see kind of how much time I can make up, because I think pole is definitely there for the taking. I think the pole lap was a 32.9 in the end, which I think I could have easily beaten. But we guess you just screw up the first sector, and that was like I bailed on the lap. So anyways, we finished third for quali. Mercandies ended up jumping us there to P2, but I definitely think 32.8. Sorry, was the pole time, but I definitely thought I could have, if I had hooked up that super soft lap, that could have been pole. But I could have improved. I backed off. I wanted to take this strategy, do the one stop, and see where we can do from there. So anyways, here we go, heading off to one of the worst turn ones in the world. 4, 5 lights, go. Decent enough start. Actually very careful feathering that throttle. I knew this start was going to be really important, so that's why I put him to rich. I take a wide entrance to this corner. Just take it slow. Tez is here on my inside. Give him the space, give him the respect. Put it in the inside here. He has got the better line definitely for this corner heading up, so he's going to take this, but we're not done with him yet. Tuck him behind, and I'm going to go and sail down the inside. He leaves the door open, late braking. He sees me coming, thankfully, so that's good racing from him. Still side by side to a part I really don't want to be racing in this part, but he has the inside line, and we're going to try come back at him maybe for the inside, but no, he takes this one. A little hesitant there, I had to be careful, wasn't sure. HYT is going to come up our inside here and just about get that, keep that position. So we slipped to position 4. Really good racing from Tez. I didn't get the best line heading to that sling section, and if I had, maybe I could have put myself in a better position. But anyways, lap 4 now, and we're in trouble here because you can see that marker on the map. That is Steve in front. He has just bolted away from us, and there's a big train. Like, the knock-on effect is that Tez can't get past Mercandies, and I can't get past Tez because he is DRS on Mercandies. So Mercandies is the cork in the bottle here, but Tez, actually no, we're going to stay on board. There's nothing we can do. We're kind of trapped in the dirty air. We can't get quite close enough to Tez on the DRS straight. He's got DRS and that helps him, and so we're really in trouble here. Lap 6 we still can't get past, and there wasn't even the great opportunity to. Like, there wasn't the part of me was like, I'm going to give respect to Tez, so I'm not going to dive bomb him. There just wasn't really a proper opportunity. So lap 6 Tez is going to go for the undercut. Unfortunately, he misjudges his braking into the pit lane and bashes his wing. But that gives us kind of free rein to kind of have a go at Mercandies. Lap 7, we get close to him, but he's going to peel off into the pits now as well, and now we can kind of get the hammer down and see what we can do on these softs, kind of stretch this this set out as far as we can. Lap 13, we're going to pit. Steve is doing the 2-stop. He went in and came on the super softs, so he's doing the 2-stop. We're doing the 1. That was my thinking, my only way to kind of really win this race, or to get the best result that I could, because I think most people end up doing the 2-stop, but I do the 1. Then we go on to the mediums, and we're going to pop back into position 7, I believe, behind Show George here. And then unfortunately Steve, the lobby host, he left the session, and then that kind of this game just broke basically. Like, I'm running in 5th, 4th even as I come past someone in the pits, but who I'm racing? No idea. Absolutely no idea who I'm racing. Everyone came up as Show George for me. For other people it was Carl, and but all I could do was just control what I could control and just keep going, run my race. These guys would be getting fairly worn on these tires and pitting again. Lap 19 now we go on to, we're in position 3, so that's coming to the pits, and we get a really good run on I've no idea who this is. I think this is Caesar in the Mercedes, or Show George, one of the two. Anyways, we go down the inside. I want to say this is actually, I don't know, I think this is Show George, because I think he pits. Anyways, we get that move done. Those ones are always risky for me. I don't always like doing those, but I had to get that move done. This one I'm going to feel a little bit worse for. I think this is Caesar. I want to say this is Caesar. We get a really good run coming out of the last corner there. I'm going to try. We have to get this move done. Launch it to turn 1. I go a little bit wider than I'd like to. I didn't like having to push him that wide. I didn't mean to. But I did think it was harsh but fair, I guess you could say. It happens in real F1 all the time as well. So, anyways, that's position 1, and I know there's no PSN names, but I know for a fact that Steve is in the Red Bull, and I knew Steve was closing, and there he could see he actually gets past Caesar, I think it was, on lap 24. We're going to go into lap 24 and again later that lap. He has the DRS. And I'm thinking at this point I'm in trouble. I've messed up here. Not on the strategy, but I think somewhere along the way. Anyways, lap 25, he's going to have a go again. We go defensive. And surprisingly enough, we're holding this position. We're holding P1. And the longer this went on, the more I thought maybe there's a chance, especially after this. Lap 26, go defensive again. Into gear 1 that time, that's what I was thinking of. Again, we keep him behind him. And I think this one is where we get a little compromise. Steve gets a great run out of that last turn. He's got DRS. I'm thinking, shit, this is it. So I go defensive. This is going to compromise my line into turn 1. Older mediums. I go a bit wide. He gets the inside. I'm thinking, no, this is it. I'm not far enough up his inside to kind of really make the move. We do make contact, but nothing outrageous. We keep our front wing, and at this point I was thinking I have to dive bomb here, otherwise this is gone. But I was too far back to do it, and that was it. That was Steve into the lead. Lap 27. That's look, it's disappointing to lose the lead on the second to last lap, and but anyways, there's nothing we could do. We come across the line for P2. Solid race, I have to say. I kept out of trouble in that first stint, but that first stint was really what cost me. If I hadn't lost those positions, I might have had a chance to pass Mercandise, and if I had passed Mercandise, I don't think I would have fallen as far behind as I would have against Steve, and that could have made a difference in the end. We lost by less than 3 seconds. Kept that window open, kind of if he had a penalty that I'd be right there. But look, I did everything I could, and fair play to Steve. He got the move done. He didn't pick up a penalty. I didn't pick one up either. And yeah, look, P2, can't complain with that. I did start P3 and was P4 by the end of lap 1. Difficult track to navigate at times. It's 50% race. Yeah, look, you're always going to be disappointed when you lose the lead in the second to last lap, but look, the strategy is what got us there to begin with, and I obviously knew kind of going in that we could be vulnerable near the end. And look, these things happen. P2, I can't complain about that. Consistent, another podium. That's it for China. Next race is Bahrain, which should be interesting indeed. So Great results screen, by the way. Good job, Codemasters. I really appreciate that. And yeah, until Bahrain.